Et bien le bonjour, et ici Peltis en direct du Normandie SR1 pour ce troisième épisode de mon let's play de Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Et bah maintenant en fait tout ce qui nous restait à faire, c'était un peu faire la connaissance de notre équipage.
Hey, Commander. After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Sounds like you're disappointed I survived.
I never want to see anything bad happen to a fellow Marine, Commander. Let's just leave it at that.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Williams. Maybe we could start again.
I'm not one to hold a grudge. I think we're all looking to put Eden Prime behind us.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. Joker's waiting for you on the bridge, Commander.
Voilà voilà. Bon c'était petite discussion pas super intéressante. J'avais un peu envie de la clasher mais je me retiens parce que le truc c'est que quand tu clashes les gens dans ce jeu là t'es vite vraiment hardcore. Et j'ai pas envie d'être vraiment hardcore. Enfin, juste un peu chaotique parfois, mais pas hardcore. Bref.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Voilà voilà, comme ça on a quelques infos supplémentaires qui font plaisir. Et du coup justement en parlant du loup. Ah, on peut pas lui parler. C'est sûr qu'on pouvait lui parler. Bon bah tant pis, là-dedans il y a personne. Ah si, il y a le capitaine, mais je pense qu'il a rien à dire.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Ouais. Bon bah ça a été plus rapide que prévu. Je pense que normalement voilà, là on peut examiner un truc pour avoir des infos de codex et un peu d'XP.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Ouais, ça c'est normal, mais je voulais vérifier. Comme ça, on a le manuel ici aussi. Puis là, il n'y a rien. Il me semble qu'il y avait aussi un truc à observer par là. Bref, peu importe. Ouais, Joker est tout seul.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Ouais, ok. Du coup. Bon, on a pas mal de trucs à faire par ici, normalement.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
On merci de ton commentaire. Alors, rapport des patrouilles de l'Alliance. Le capitaine Hendrickson a remarqué d'étranges signaux au cours d'une patrouille dans le secteur Argosro. Ses inquiétudes se tournent en particulier vers le système Hydra, mais elle n'a pas pu enquêter davantage et aucune patrouille n'est prévue dans le secteur. Voulez-vous envoyer une équipe de reconnaissance? Voilà, ce qui nous permet de débloquer déjà la première quête annexe. Donc je sais qu'il y a énormément de trucs qu'on peut rater ici, donc je vais vite checker la solution. Enfin, le guide quoi, vite fait. Tac tac tac. On est où maintenant? Ouais, non, un peu plus bas. Hmm. Ouais, non, c'est bon, Dans l'immédiat, il n'y a pas grand-chose d'urgent à faire. Du coup, on va juste un peu rendre visite à tout le monde.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Évidemment, on va se renseigner un
Why do you
peu.
explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Oh, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Sure is peaceful here.
Bref, du coup, on fait la connaissance des nouvelles races.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Ouais, voilà, du coup ça fait quand même pas mal d'infos et surtout ça fait le d'XP. Bref, lui...
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and
il a une quête, normalement.
Right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
J'ai pas eu la quête? Ça me paraît bizarre.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going...
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem.
Good luck with your problem.
Thanks to you.
Ouais, ok, d'accord, c'est bizarre. Il me semblait qu'on avait la quête en lui parlant, mais j'ai pas eu de notification. Peut-être que c'est pas le cas. Bref, tant pis. On va continuer un petit peu. Là, y a rien. Hein. Ouais, non, y a rien du tout.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Voilà, parce qu'à chaque fois qu'on fait ces petites discussions, en plus d'avoir des infos fort juteuse sur le fonctionnement de cet univers. On a en plus de l'XP, donc on est vraiment récompensé par le fait de fouiner un maximum. Et du coup là, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Il semble qu'on avait une quête aussi.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Alors, on a juste du codex, mais c'est déjà pas mal. Pareil pour ça.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Et du coup, ouais, alors ok, là il y a le bureau de Paline, d'accord. Mais il me semble qu'on a un truc où on peut trouver une autre quête aussi, quelque part par là. Je sais plus où exactement, mais...
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Big, don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
C'est pareil, écouter des petites conversations comme ça, c'est sympa. Et en plus, je crois qu'il y a aussi des moyens de choper des quêtes en écoutant les conversations comme ça.
Seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Ok, bon, on n'a pas beaucoup de plus d'infos, mais c'est toujours sympa. Par contre, il me semblait vraiment qu'on avait eu un truc, c'est peut-être chez Paline, je vais aller voir ça tout de suite.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it.
Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Voilà, voilà. Donc pareil, encore plein de petites infos sympas.
Shepard.
Merde, c'était pas ce que je voulais, pardon. Ça non plus. Par contre, je suis sûr que c'est ici qu'il y a un truc à choper. Je sais plus où, mais ça doit être par là. Ah, voilà, ici. Pareil, normalement, ça va me filer une quête. Avertissement diplomatique. Le message suivant a été envoyé d'un compte crypté à de multiples destinataires via extranet. Il est conseillé de suivre la situation de près. Cher congénère biotique, si tu as reçu cette transmission, c'est parce que nous menons le même combat. Rares sont ceux qui nous comprennent et qui nous tolèrent. Nous devons lutter ensemble. Nous devons construire un monde nouveau. Rejoins-nous dans le secteur Hawking Eta. Ensemble, nous redresserons les torts qui nous ont été faits. Voilà, voilà. Et du coup, c'est effectivement une quête annexe qui traînait par là. Ça, je m'en souvenais bien. Bon, après, c'est pas un truc qu'on va pouvoir faire tout de suite, hein, mais un jour, peut-être. Donc, ouais, là, on était déjà allé aussi. Et du coup, j'ai raté un truc là. Ouais, non, là, j'étais déjà allé. Ok, c'est bon. Donc là, on a fait le tour, c'est tout bon. Du coup, on va continuer un peu l'exploration de la citadelle parce qu'il y a vraiment beaucoup de choses à faire ici, même lors de notre première visite.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Ah là là.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Du coup, ça c'est fait. Bon, du coup, est-ce qu'on peut afficher la map? Oui, parce que le truc, c'est que la map est assez grande. Donc, voilà. Donc, ce qu'il y a là-haut, on l'a déjà fait. Hein. On peut se déplacer. Du coup, il faut que je regarde un petit peu dans cas. Parce que là, il y a le Présidium, normalement. Ouais, la tour, tout ça, c'est là. Donc, j'essaie de faire le tour par en face. Bon, le but, ça va être vraiment de tout regarder. Parce qu'il y a vraiment tout plein de petits trucs cachés qu'on peut choper comme ça. Donc, pour l'instant, on va faire vraiment un grand tour. Donc, on peut pas y aller, là, pour l'instant. Ouais, on n'a pas accès à la zone. Je suis au bon endroit, là? Non, je suis pas du tout au bon endroit. Mais c'est pas grave. Je vais quand même regarder s'il y a des gens à qui parler. Parce que je crois qu'on peut... Normalement, on doit pouvoir analyser une statue, si j'ai pas de conneries. Mais peut-être pas depuis cet angle. Bon, au pire des cas, je fais le tour dans le sens inverse de ce que j'avais prévu. Hein, c'est pas... Enfin, ça change pas grand-chose. Ouais, c'est pas grave. On va aller par là. Donc bon, là, c'est là où on doit aller. Mais évidemment, avant ça, il y a d'autres trucs à aller voir. Donc si je vais... Ah non, même pas. Non, je me suis trompé en plus. On pourrait déjà... Est-ce qu'on peut déjà aller dans les niveaux inférieurs? A priori, on peut, hein. Ouais, on peut complètement. Ah non, l'ascenseur est bloqué aussi. Ok, bon bah du coup ça règle la situation. Par contre, ça va m'expliquer. Autant pour aller dans l'académie du truc de sécurité, je comprends qu'on ait besoin de l'autorisation du conseil. Mais par contre, est-ce qu'on a vraiment besoin de l'autorisation du conseil pour aller dans le quartier, un peu glauque. Enfin, je trouve ça un peu bizarre. Enfin bref, peu importe. Y a personne d'autre à qui parler par là?
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower. one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you.
Ok.
Have a pleasant
Du
day.
coup, évidemment, ça fait un petit peu longuet, hein, mais c'est comme ça, faut profiter de l'ambiance tant que ça dure. Et puis on continuera. Normalement, on peut analyser le monument si je dis pas de conneries. Non, on peut pas. Il me semblait. Autant pour moi. Du coup, on va gentiment continuer, puis bah je m'arrêterai dans une vingtaine de minutes, je pense. On va vraiment juste continuer à parler à tout le monde, faire le tour, observer ce qui se passe. Ouais, enfin franchement ça fait vraiment tout bizarre de me retrouver ici. J'ai vraiment une affection très particulière pour la citadelle en règle générale et puis pour Mass Effect 1 dans son ensemble. Enfin bref.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Tell me more about your job.
Ouais, non, pardon, j'ai...
I also offer premium services for those clients who need
Autant pour moi.
Goodbye, Commander.
Du coup, voilà, encore un peu plus d'infos sur un personnage qui a plus d'importance qu'on ne peut le croire de prime abord. Enfin, pas en lui-même, mais de ce qu'il représente. Du coup, par ici, normalement, il y a des trucs à faire aussi.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's
ouais, pardon, ça je l'avais déjà
Please
fait.
take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Alors, du coup... On peut regarder plusieurs trucs. Ouais, bon... Je crois que j'ai pas trop les thunes pour. Ouais, on va laisser tomber, on va laisser tomber le commerce pour l'instant. Mais pareil, on a découvert une nouvelle race. Du coup, c'est toujours sympa. Là, il n'y a rien de spécial à faire. Et si je vais là derrière, je sais qu'il y a 2-3 trucs à faire, si je dis pas de bêtises. Alors bon, il y a un veilleur, mais il me semble qu'il y avait aussi un truc, un moment à faire. Non, je crois que c'est plus tard pour une mission. Ouais, je crois qu'il y a une mission qui nous envoie ici plus tard. Je sais plus exactement, mais bon, on y reviendra bien tôt ou tard. Et là, du coup, on est où? Ouais, on a déjà à peu près fait le tour. Du coup, on est... Ouais, du coup, je vais finir l'exploration là, et puis on s'arrêtera.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Voilà, donc là pareil, on a des infos sur deux événements assez importants de l'histoire de l'univers de Mass Effect. Du coup, ça fait toujours plaisir. Donc attendez, là c'est chez la Sari. Donc je vais d'abord voir si... Ouais, non, en fait ça change pas grand chose, on peut y aller des deux côtés. Donc on peut y entrer par le bas ou par le haut, ça change pas grand chose a priori. Mais je vais commencer par là.
Times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have?
If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Voilà, voilà, des petites discussions comme ça. Donc du coup, pareil, hein, je disais là ouais, ouais, il y a une entrée ici. Non, en fait, là, c'est juste le chemin qui descend de... Ouais, non, donc non, c'est pas une entrée, ça me ramène juste à côté du veilleur où j'étais avant. Ouais, donc ok, voilà, c'est juste que je suis un petit peu trop perfectionniste et que j'ai vraiment envie de rien rater. Parce que bon, même si j'ai déjà terminé le jeu à 100% plusieurs fois, j'avoue que ça fait tellement longtemps que j'y ai pas joué que je sais plus exactement où, que quoi, quand, comment. Du coup, là, on peut l'utiliser pour le fast travel. Mais j'ai pas besoin de fast travel dans l'immédiat.
Welcome, I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Ouais, ok, c'est la même chose.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Naylina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Ok.
Sure is peaceful here.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Du coup, nous allons la voir.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about this problem you're having.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to a sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me. Please, Commander. I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
Ouais, mais parce que du coup maintenant je sais plus parce que je sais qu'il y avait la quête justement avec le diplomate Elcor là qui disait qu'il avait un problème avec la favorite, etc. Il me semblait qu'on pouvait lui en parler pour lui dire de régler ce problème. Mais peut-être que ça se passe après qu'on ait fait sa quête. Je me souviens plus. Franchement, je me souviens plus. Mais bon, du coup, on a à peu près fait tout ce qu'on avait à faire. Hein. Je vérifie, mais là, on a la favorite, on a vu. Ouais, ça, on a vu, ça, on a vu. Ça, on a vu. Pourquoi ma destination, elle est là? J'ai rien à faire là-bas. Il faut que j'aille à la... citadelle, on est bien d'accord. Bref. Du coup, je vais prendre ça parce que cette fois-ci, on peut l'utiliser. Donc, je vais aller directement devant la tour. Ah oui, ah d'accord, ça skip l'ascenseur. Ok. Attendez, je vais quand même prendre l'ascenseur parce que... normalement on a les conversations d'ascenseur qui sont mythiques. Donc il faut que je prenne l'ascenseur.
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Voilà. En fait là j'ai pris l'ascenseur juste pour avoir la conversation. Parce que du coup il y a effectivement... En fait la plupart des temps de chargement du jeu sont masqués par des conversations d'ascenseur. Et je trouve ça pressé.
Many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Voilà, enfin voilà, du coup j'aime bien l'astuce, puis là bah je viens de voir qu'ils ont ajouté une option pour skipper ces passages-là, ce qui est très regrettable, mais en même temps je comprends, parce que vu que c'est effectivement juste une astuce un peu cache-misère pour masquer les temps de chargement trop longs à l'époque, mais que maintenant avec une version remasterisée, machin truc, il y a forcément moyen de faire des chargements plus courts. Ouais, bref, du coup, vous comprenez l'idée. Du coup, je fais quoi? Est-ce que je parle encore aux gens ici? Ouais, allez, on va traîner un petit peu pour la peine. Comme ça, j'aurai fini de parler à tout le monde et on pourra attaquer les choses sérieuses au prochain épisode.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Ouais, du coup, pareil, on a fait la connaissance d'un des persos, si ce n'est le perso le plus cool du jeu. Ceux qui savent, savent. Et ceux qui ne savent pas sauront. Ils verront la vérité de l'église de Garus. A priori, on va faire 36 trucs par là. Donc on peut sprinter, non? Ouais, on peut complètement sprinter.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants. Commander.
Ok, on peut pas encore lui parler à lui. Mais pareil, lui, il sera également important pour 2-3 autres trucs plus tard.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
I like that fountain. It's very
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Bref. Après, il n'y a pas 36 000 marches non plus, mais bon. Par contre, est-ce qu'il n'y avait pas une autre quête quelque part par là? Après, peut-être que vu que je suis trop au début du jeu, la plupart des quêtes sont pas encore activées.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
J'ai l'impression qu'il les fixe du regard, même quand je suis pas dans le bon angle, et du coup je trouve ça assez bien foutu si c'est vraiment le cas.
What are those cherry trees?
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance.
Bref, maintenant a priori il y a vraiment personne. Et l'ambassadeur nous attend, enfin le capitaine nous attend là. Donc c'est ici que nos chemins se séparent pour aujourd'hui bien évidemment. Donc j'avais dit que j'arrêtais ce soir à la fin de l'épisode précédent, mais finalement la tentation était trop forte. Je sais pas combien de temps j'ai passé, mais vu que j'ai vraiment pris le temps de parler à tout le monde et de bien traîner en longueur, je pense que ça doit bien faire une bonne heure que j'y suis. Du coup, je vais éviter de me coucher trop tard et on continuera demain. Enfin, même si du coup, bah, j'ai pas mal de choses à continuer. Du coup, voilà, on verra bien. J'alternerai un peu entre les différents jeux selon mon humeur. Du coup, voilà. Je vous remercie de m'avoir suivi. Portez-vous bien et à la prochaine. Bye!